Recording now,
Yeah,
Shanna.
yeah. Good evening and welcome to our annual town meeting uh, for Exclusive Town Council. Now, first of all, we would like to have a minute silent and respect and honor of the police officer who just recently died untimely, uh, Matt Ratana. Count. Thank you all. Thank you. Now, the first item of the agenda is to elect the chairman for the coming year. But before we go to that, I will just take this opportunity to reflect the uh, the strange 10 months as town mayor. It's strange because of the COVID-19, which really changed our lives. It affected us in many ways, including the few months of my, mayor fundraising event. But on the other side, positive side of it, of course, we had a wonderful, enjoyable moment, a worthwhile experience that uh, full of beautiful memories that for sure my wife Maribel and I will treasure forever. This was an opportunity that made history to the Filipino communities, not only in the United Kingdom, but in Europe. Being regarded as the first Filipino born citizen who became a town councilor and town mayor, which really brought an honor that we are very humbled to enjoy. And thank you all so much for that. Without you all, this will not be possible. Thank you for that opportunity. Now, I would like to thank, of course, all the residents, my constituents, and of course, special thanks to the Executive Town Council and staff, headed by our very own town clerk, always so hardworking, dedicated. She's always around to give us advice and support. Julie, you're really a star. That's why tonight there are two things that I want to give you. One is a plate of appreciation, being a star. This is for you, Julie. I'll give this to you tomorrow. Star award for you. And another one is prepared by my wife. This is for you, Julie. I'll give this to you tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, Julie, thanks a lot for that wonderful help you do for me, keeping me in order. And of course, to Kirsty, who is the town mayor secretary, always there to organize my events, to sort out all my schedules, and keeping me updated and reminded. Kirsty, thank you, and you're really wonderful. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. And of course, to Dana Chambers, the finance manager, for sorting out my charity finances, you know, making it in order. Dan Chambers, thank you very much for that. And also, of course, to all the town councilors, headed by our town leader, Councilor Dick Sweetman. Dick, thank you so much for your help for your encouragement, for the advice always. I can always call you and give me advice. And for that, last Tuesday, I met Councillor Dick Sweetman, our town leader, and I've given him a plaque of appreciation, which is a leadership award. Dick, thank you so much. You're really great, and thank you for the opportunity, you know. And of course, to my wife, the mayoress, who is behind all these things that happened to me, pushing me, you know, giving me inspiration. So, Marble, thank you so much. And I want to give this to you as a Pandora bracelet, as a token of my thanks. And of course, a bouquet of flower here. And probably a long weekend somewhere after this in October. Thank you, my dear wife, for giving me this honor and legacy, you know, that we try to build for being this, you know, mayor and councillor. Thank you so much. Now, the town mayor has raised at least about 8,753 that will be divided among the 3 charities. And of course, because we didn't manage to complete the charity events, which was booked at Crown Plaza for the Mayor's Ball, which we deposited about 1,200 something. So thank you, incoming town mayor, for agreeing that we will be having a joint, you know, event so that we can, you know, have that fundraising for my 3 charities. Thank you so much, Councillor, Town Mayor Coming, John DeBell. And you may have noticed that I'm not wearing the mayor chain, as I already given it to the Deputy Town Mayor the other day. And I would like to make a proposal that the incoming town mayor will be Councillor John DeBell. As we all know, John had been a member of the town council as a councillor since 2015. He's been working hard, very dedicated, and very committed for the welfare of our town. And he likes reaching out to our residents. And I'm sure he will be an excellent town mayor. So may I have a seconder, please, for this nomination?
Thank you, Town Mayor. I'd like to second that nomination.
Thank you, Town Leader. Is there any other nomination? No. So show of hand, please, that you agree that Councillor John DeBell will be our town mayor. It's unanimous. Thank you. Now, may I have Councillor DeBell, if you would please read out inside the declaration of office.
Thank you very much, Town Mayor. I, John Neville DeBell, having been elected to the office of Town Mayor of the East Grinstead Town Council, declare that I take that office upon myself and will duly and faithfully fulfil the duties of it according to the best of my judgment and ability. I undertake to observe the code as to the conduct which is expected of members of this East Grinstead Town Council, and I sign this in your presence as my commitment.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, outgoing Town Mayor. I would like to say a very personal thank you to our town mayor, our outgoing town mayor. I think that we have exemplary town mayors in East Grinstead. We have Councillor Osborne, who's been a mayor twice. We have Councillor Rex Whitaker, who's been mayor. We have Councillor Christine Mainston, who's been mayor, and we shall never forget, of course, her husband Bob, who was an exemplary town mayor as well. The standard and the bar is very high. I think Councillor Favor, in introducing us to the Filipino community and some of the events that we've seen and been able to take part in, will be something that none of us will ever forget. But I would like to humbly thank you all for proposing me and accepting me as town mayor. And before God, I promise that I will do my very best to uphold the traditions of the office that I shall take up. Thank you. Oh, my dear wife and my daughter are with me, and she's taken the part of Councillor Favor, the outgoing mayor tonight, in doing his job of putting the chain upon me. It's a chain that many really good people have worn, and I intend to do my level best not to let it or the office down. I'm reading this script here, guys. This is a very unusual circumstance. The first time I've ever had a Zoom mayor changeover. I shall have my dear wife Tracy as my mayoress, and I shall also have my daughter Jenny as my consort at times to fulfil the role when my wife can't be there. And I know full well that during the time that I've been deputy, that she's been along with me to many things, and we've enjoyed doing it together. The next item on the agenda is to appoint a deputy town mayor. And I understand that our outgoing mayor, Councillor Favor, would like to make a nomination.
Yeah, I would like to nominate Councillor Adam Peacock to be our deputy town mayor.
I would like to second that. Thank you.
Are there any other nominations? In which case, can I have a show of hands, please? In which case, Councillor Alan Peacock is duly appointed to serve as Deputy Town Mayor, and I'm very proud to have him alongside me to do just that. Thank you. I do hope that you've got the the jewel to wear as well, Alan.
Thank you, Town Mayor. And I've signed the declaration of acceptance of office as well. Thank you.
Bless you.
Town Mayor, before you move on, could you just go back to the presentation of the outgoing Town Mayor's jewel?
Oh, so sorry. Outgoing Town Mayor, we would like to, as always, to present the outgoing Town Mayor's jewel to you, to wear in remembrance. We've got a number of people here tonight that wear them, and I'm so delighted that you will be wearing that jewel. So I understand that you've already got it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Bless
It's
you.
really an honor and privilege to be wearing this. This will be, you know, a lifetime memory of the great opportunity that was given to me by you. This is all for us. Thank you so much.
And us of you, dear
And
friend.
this wrist that I will be hanging in my sala always. Thank you so much.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Councillor Peacock, I understand that you've got a declaration of office to sign as well and to make.
Yes, I've signed it, Town Mayor.
That's fine. The next item on the agenda is, and thank you so much for, as always, to our lovely town clerk who keeps us all on track. The next item is apologies for absence. Town clerk, are there any apologies for absence?
I've received no apologies, and I think everybody's here. I was double checking that. Yes.
Julie, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what's happening on my sound tonight. I apologise, but I'm pretty sure that the council is fully present, and therefore there are no apologies to be had, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much indeed. The next item on the agenda is item 4, to confirm the minutes of the Town Council held on the 6th of July 2020, which have been previously circulated. I assume you've all read them. I would like to propose them. Can I have a seconder, please?
I'd like to second that, Town Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Town Mayor. Are there any questions? In which case, can I have a show of hands for acceptance of the town? Thank you very much. That's unanimous. Item 5 is to receive a report of councillors' attendances at meetings of council and standing committees during 2019-2020 civic year, tabled as Appendix A, which I'm assuming that everybody's received. I propose that we accept these as a true record. May I have a seconder, please?
I'd like to second that, Town Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Town Mayor. All in favour, please. Thank you very much indeed. Item 6, to appoint the leader of the council in accordance with TR5 of the East Grinstead Town Council Standing Orders, which is that the leader of the majority group will be the leader of the council. Councillor Sweatman, as the leader of the majority group, is therefore by default the leader of the council and is therefore appointed. May I ask that council note the appointment?
Noted.
Noted.
Excellent. Item 7, to appoint the members to serve on the following committees for 2021 and to elect chairman and vice chairman of these committees, noting that the town mayor and deputy town mayor are ex officio on each committee. Planning. The following 9 members are nominated to serve the committee on the planning committee: Councillors Belsey, Mrs. Belsey, Councillor Julie, Councillor Mrs. Mockford, Councillor Odie, Councillor Osborne, Councillor Scott, Councillor Vizza, and Councillor Woodgate. I propose these. May I have a second, please?
I'd like to second those, Town Mayor.
Thank you. Can we have a show of hands for that? That's unanimous. Thank you very much indeed. Public Services. The following 9 members are nominated to serve this committee: Councillor Amos, Mrs. Bennett, Councillor Mrs. Bennett, forgive me, Councillor Mrs. Belsey, Councillor Mrs. Farron, Councillor Mrs. Mockford, Councillor Odie, Councillor Scott, Councillor Whittaker, and Councillor Woodgate. I propose these. May I have a second, please?
Sorry, Town Mayor.
I'd like to second those.
Can I ask you to make a quick change to that? I'm afraid you've got an old script, Councillor Town Mayor. Councillor Mrs. Farron is not serving public services. It's Councillor Favor in her place.
Bless you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Please keep me in order. Can I have a show of hands for that? Thank you very much indeed. 10 o'clock. Have I missed where I state which charities I'm supporting this year, or is that later on?
That would have been during your introductory remarks. Feel free to add it in wherever you like.
Bless you. Thank you very much indeed.
Perhaps we could finish doing the committees first. And as you're going on to amenities and tourism, you may have the same error in your sheet. Again, not Councillor Mrs. Farron, but sorry, Councillor Mrs. Farron is on amenities and tourism.
So amenities and tourism, Mrs. Farron's on there.
Yes, she is, but so is Councillor Favor.
Okie doke. Yes, I've got Mrs. Farron on amenities and tourism. So, the amenities and tourism, the following 9 members are nominated to serve the committee. Councillors Amos, Councillor Dewley, Councillor Mrs. Farron, Councillor Matthews, Councillor Mrs. Mainston, Councillor Osborne, Councillor Peacock. Well, actually, Councillor Peacock is Deputy Mayor, so he's ex officio anyway.
Councillor Favour.
Councillor Sweatman and Councillor Woodgate.
And Councillor Favor, please,
Councillor Favor. I'm terribly sorry. You did say. Can I have a seconder for that, please?
I will second that, Town Mayor.
Bless you. Thank you, Deputy Town Mayor. Can I have a show of hands for that? Excellent. That's unanimous. And finally, Finance and General Purposes Committee. The committee will be composed of the chairman of the 3 other standing committees, yet to be agreed, plus the following 7 members. Councillor Belsey, Councillor Mrs. Belsey, Councillor Mainstone, sorry, do apologise, Councillor Mrs. Mainstone, Councillor Matthews, Councillor Mrs. Mockford, Councillor Osborne, Councillor Peacock, sorry, Deputy Town Mayor will be with me, attending as we see fit, Councillor Sweatman, Councillor Vizza and Councillor Whittaker. I propose these.
Sorry, Town Mayor, can I correct you again? I think again
Please.
you're slightly incorrect there. You should have the 7 members are Councillor Belsey, Mrs. Belsey, Mrs. Mainstone, Matthews, Osborne, Sweatman and Whittaker.
Roger. I thus propose, can I have a seconder for that?
I'd like to second those, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much indeed. Can I have a show of hands? I do apologise for the confusion on this, but there's been 1 or 2 little changes as we've gone along.
Yeah, I apologise, Tamara. I think you're working from the original sheet that we gave you a few days ago, and obviously it was updated since then, but that's my apologies for not making sure.
Well, you know, that's absolutely fine. It's probably my fault anyway. Things generally are. I now adjourn this meeting in order for the committees to elect their chairman. And I'm going to... and the first week meeting will be convene a meeting of the Planning Committee.
Town Mayor, you need to make the first nomination.
Roger. I would like to nominate Councillor Vizza to be the chair of the Planning Committee. May I have a seconder from that?
I would like to second that, Town Mayor.
Thank you, Deputy Town Mayor. Are there any other nominations for the chairman of the Planning Committee? There are none. Then can I take a vote from the? Is it just from the Planning Committee? It's just from the Planning Committee. Can I take a vote from the members of the Planning Committee? Thank you very much indeed. I believe that's unanimous. It's very amateurish, isn't it? I do apologise. We've never done this before.
You now turn the meeting over to Councillor Vizza for him to elect.
Right, so sorry. Yes. I now turn the meeting over with Councillor Vizza as chairman of the Planning Committee.
Thank you, Town Mayor. I would like to propose Councillor Odie to be my vice chair. May I have a second, please?
I'd like to second that, Chairman.
Thank you. Are there any other nominations? As there are none, may we take a vote, please, from my committee for Councillor Odey? Thank you. Welcome, Councillor Odey, as my Vice Chair of Planning. As I have no other business, I would like to remind the committee that we are meeting on the 7th of October, that's a Wednesday at 7 o'clock, and I close this meeting at 7:25.
Thank you very much, Councillor Visit. I would like to convene a meeting of the Public Services Committee, and I would like to nominate Councillor Mrs. Mockford to be the chair. May I have a second, please?
I'd like to second that, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much indeed. Are there any other nominations? In which case, can I take a vote, please, from the Public Services Committee for your chair? Thank you. Congratulations to Councillor Mrs. Mockford. I now turn your committee over to yourself.
Thank you, Town Mayor. I should like to propose Councillor Woodgate to be my Vice Chairman. May I have a second?
I'll second that.
Are there any other nominations? Thank you. Are there any other nominations? There are none. So are all the committee in favour?
Oh, I'm not on it.
Thank you. And welcome Councillor Woodgate to the role of Vice Chair. As I have no other business other than to remind the committee, the next meeting is the 3rd of December. I would like to close this meeting at 7:27 and bang my gavel. There we go.
Thank you very much indeed. I now convene a meeting of the Amenities and Tourism Committee. I would like to nominate Councillor Mrs. Farron to be the chair. May I have a second, please?
I'd like to second that, Town Mayor.
Are there any other nominations? No, thank you. Can I take a vote then from the members of the Amenities and Tourism Committee? That's fine. Thank you very much indeed. And I would turn over the meeting to Mrs. Farron so that she can take up her deputy, select her deputy.
Thank you, Town Mayor. I should like to propose Councillor Peacock to be my Vice Chair. May I have a second?
I second your nomination.
Thank you, Councillor Maidstone. Are there any other nominations? If there is none, then we would like to take a vote from the committee. Thank you. As I have no other business other than to remind the committee the next meeting will be held on the 10th of December, I should like to close this meeting at 7:29.
Thank you very much, Councillor Farron. I now convene a meeting of the Finance and General Purposes Committee. I would like to nominate Councillor Sweatman to be the chair. May I have a second, please?
I'd like to second that, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much, Deputy Town Mayor. Are the committee all in favour? Thank you very much indeed. Councillor Sweatman is then appointed as chairman of the Finance and General Purposes Committee, and I turn his committee over to him to elect a deputy.
Thank you, Town Mayor. I should like to propose Councillor Peacock to be my Vice Chairman. May I have a second, please?
I will second.
Are there any other nominations? If there are no nominations, then we take that as read. Thank you. Are the committee all in favour? Thank you. as I have no other business other than to remind the committee that the next meeting of the committee is 17th of December, and I would like to close this meeting at 7:30. Thank you, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much, Councillor Sweatman. I now recommence the council meeting. And can I, at this point, a little belatedly, tell you about my charities? Is that okay, Town Clerk? Thank you very much indeed. As most of you will know, I'm sure, on the 10th of March 2004, my wonderful son Adam, Jenny's brother, tragically and without any warning, collapsed and died whilst playing in a local five-a-side tournament with his friends. He was 26. At that time, working on a suggestion made originally by Steve Hill, you all know, and another really good friend of ours, Simon Bunn, that we set up an annual football match between Sackville Sixth Form and Imberhorn Sixth Form in order to commemorate one of the fittest, kindest, most fun guys you could ever wish to meet, who was very much loved throughout the town. And so that's what we do each year. We have a football match. As one or two mayors have been along, thankfully. Liz, I remember very much when you came. And Bob, of course, always very proud to come along and be with the young people, just as I love to see them too. And Rex attends every single match. It goes on. Dick, of course. But no, I think what we do each year is to raise money, totally voluntary contributions for crime, cardiac risk in the young, because there are far too many young people with undiagnosed heart defects and problems like my dear son had. And so far over the years, in 15 matches I think it is, we've raised quite a sum for CRY, but with the pandemic and everything else, and the fact that we can't have a match this year, which breaks my heart. One of my charities is obviously CRY, Cardiac Rescue of the Young, to encourage parents to have their young people tested to find out of any potential problems in advance. So that's my charity, one of my charities, CRY. The other thing that I want to highlight is end-of-life care. Last year, my dear wife Tracy lost her father, my very dear friend, still fairly young, to cancer. And Mum is soldiering on quite ridiculously, as we've seen. But I lost a cousin-in-law only 2 or 3 weeks ago to cancer. And a dear friend, Arthur, who always attended the matches, he died late last year. And whenever someone very close to us dies of cancer, there are people who are absolutely dedicated to end-of-life care. And we have a local hospice that does just that. I don't know how to do it. I think they're wonderful, but I think that this year is going to be very difficult for them to get funds in. Our own dear Bob Mainston died only a year after doing an exemplary tour of duty as mayor. So the second charity that I want to support is St Catherine's Hospice, with no surprise. So they're my 2 charities. And as Councillor Wallace said, we're going to see if we can finally get together when this monstrous pandemic's finally put its heels, and we're going to raise some money for his charities and mine as soon as we possibly can. It's something we can all get together with and enjoy. Thank you very much indeed, guys. So, without any further ado, thank you so much, everybody. I'm so very humble. Thank you. Thank you. I'd now like to recommence the council meeting. I don't intend to make it too much longer, guys. Thank you so much to all of you that have come along tonight. To note that the time of commencement of council meetings for the year 2021 is 7 p.m. and that the period of public question time at the commencement of the statutory and ordinary town council meetings is half an hour. Members are also asked to note that the dates of meetings are as approved at council, minutes 5406/0120, and to note that due to the COVID pandemic, council meetings have been or are to be 11th of May 2020 didn't take place due to COVID-19 lockdown. The 18th of June special council took place by Zoom. The 6th of July 2020 took place by Zoom. The 5th of October 2020 will be by Zoom. The 4th of January 2021, the 25th of January 2021 special council, and the 12th of April 2021. These are unsettling times for all of us, and we all pray to Almighty God that this pandemic will soon be put on its heels. But can I propose these meetings as they are, and can I ask for a second, please?
I'd like to second that, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much indeed, Deputy Town Mayor. And can I have a show of hands? Thank you very much, guys. I'd now like to nominate the 5 members plus the Town Mayor to sign cheques on behalf of the Town Council and to sign cheques on the impressed account on the absence of the Town Clerk. The nominees are the Town Mayor plus councillors Mrs Belsey, Mrs Mockford, Councillor Osborne, Councillor Sweatman and Councillor Whittaker. May I have a proposer?
I would like to propose that, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much, Deputy Town Mayor. And can I have a seconder?
I would like to second it, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much indeed, Councillor Fabor. And now can I have a show of hands, please? Thank you very much.
Actually, Andrew McNaughton has made,
Sorry, I've got somebody making a point somewhere.
No, Town Mayor, I think it was that we just remember the public join us, and as he came in, he wasn't on mute, but he is now muted.
Oh, bless you. Thank you very much indeed. I'm always ready to be put in my place when I've got it wrong. I'd like to authorise the Town Clerk, Mrs Holden, to sign cheques on the impressed account during 2021, subject to a limit of £5,900 in any one month. Nota bene, this represents no change to the amount that was approved in 2019 to 20 of £5,900. I will propose this. May I have a second, please?
I'd like to second that, Town Mayor.
Thank you very much indeed, Deputy Town Mayor. Can I have a show of hands in favour? That's unanimous. Thank you very much indeed. And I would like to appoint the following representatives to serve on the undermentioned bodies for the 2021 civic year. I should take a vote on block at the end of the list. Councillor Sweatman, would you please read the nominations?
Thank you, Town Mayor. I propose the nominations are as follows. The East Grinstead Town Twin Association, Councillor Scott. Mid Sussex District Association of Parish Councils, Councillor Mrs Mockford and Whittaker, and one representative also needs to be the council's appointed representative to the West Sussex Association of Local Councils AGM, and I believe that is Councillor Whittaker. Number 3, Age UK East Grinstead District is Councillor Woodgate. East Grinstead Music Arts and Festival is Councillor Favor. Disability Access Group East Grinstead and Area is Councillor Mrs Mainstone. East Grinstead in Bloom is Councillor Dooley. East Grinstead Business Association Executive Committee is Councillor John Belsey. East Grinstead Shopping Promotions Committee is myself, Councillor Swetman and Amos. East Grinstead Fair Trade Town Steering Group is Councillor Mrs Bennett. Mid Sussex Association of Town Councils is the Town Mayor, myself as leader of the majority group, and Councillors Woodgate and Peacock. Have I got that right, Town Clerk? Can you correct me on that one?
No, sorry, Leader. That one is the leader of the majority group, which is yourself, the leader of the minority group, which is Councillor Amos, and one other, and your one other is Councillor Woodgate. So Councillor Peacock does not serve on that group.
All right, thank you, Town Clerk. I know that had changed. Greenstead Talking News for the Blind is Councillor Peacock. Falbridge, sorry, I have to take a deep breath on this one. Falbridge Beef and Faggot Trust is Councillor DeBell. I see you're very attached to that one, Town Mayor.
I'm very attached to that.
The Sang Steering Group, Mid Sussex District Council is Councillors Osborne and Visser. East Grinstead Sports Council is Councillor Odie, and East Grinstead Food Bank is Councillor Peacock. That's it, Tamil. I think I need a second for these nominations.
Yes, Town Mayor, I would like to second them as read.
Bless you. Thank you very much indeed, Deputy Town Mayor. I also understand there is another one. Has that been withdrawn now, Town Clerk, to do with the East Grinstead Town Council appointed to the West Sussex Association of Local Council Agents?
No, the Councillor did mention that one. That's Councillor Whitaker.
Thank you very much indeed. Bless you. Great. Can I? Sorry. I'm making this up as I go on. Can I have a show of hands to confirm all of those nominations? Thank you very much indeed. And I also would like to note with thanks those who served on all committees last year, to be noted.
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 Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank you tonight for the tremendous honour that's been bestowed upon me. I am very mindful, as you can see, that it is a privilege to serve you, and that's what I intend to do. There are no other items on the agenda. The first time I've ever had a town annual town meeting Zoom, quite an interesting experience, and so I would like to say thank you ever so much to everyone for coming on tonight and taking part in this very stuttering town mayor's leading of this meeting. And with no further items on the agenda, I close this meeting at 7:44, and I wrap my knuckles on the table. Thank you very much indeed, Town Clerk.